back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Apologies, I'm getting this video out to you a little later than I intended to, recording it late on Saturday night. Going to release this on Sunday morning to you. The Edmonton Oilers adding some more young prospects to the prospect pool. We will go over those selections in just a few moments, but first I wanted to cover the media availability from Oilers GM Stan Bowman that occurred last night. Daniel Nugent-Bowman of The Athletic provided a fantastic rundown on it, so let's take a look at the posts from Daniel here. Oilers GM Stan Bowman wants to extend head coach Chris Knobloch, who's entering the last year of his deal. All of the Oilers' assistant coaches' contracts are up, and an announcement will be made next week on their futures. We know Glenn Gulutzan is up for the head coaching position with the Dallas Stars, but nothing official to report on that just yet. The Oilers are open to different term options on pending RFA Evan Bouchard. We know the Oilers have looked at a 4-year deal, 8-year deal, so we'll see what happens there with Bouchard. We should have clarity on that very soon. The Oilers remain eager to have contract talks with Connor McDavid, who's eligible for an extension this offseason. Stan Bowman doesn't feel it's imperative to upgrade the goaltending. He's still evaluating the position. He thinks it would be a great idea to get another scoring winger, but fit is definitely a concern. There is no deadline on trading Victor Arvidsson. The Oilers are talking to teams, though. The Oilers have had talks with pending UFA forwards Connor Brown, Corey Perry, Kasperi Kapanen, and even defenseman John Klingberg. Matt Savoy is poised to take a big step for the Edmonton Oilers next season. Pending RFA, Noah Philp is an option in a depth role for the Oilers, and the Oilers are very excited about signee David Tomasek. Stan Bowman is not opposed to bringing in a big-name player. We know the Oilers have been connected to Brock Besser, but he wouldn't say it's something that the Edmonton Oilers have to do. Signing Trent Frederic and trading Evander Kane, who have similar skill sets, was about their age and cap savings. Stan clarified that Matthias Ekholm, who was battling a groin injury, was healthy by the Stanley Cup final, but added the long layoff was very tough on him. The Oilers will have conversations with Matthias Ekholm, Jake Wallman, and Brett Kulak about extensions later in the summer. All of them are entering the last year of their current contracts. So obviously a lot to unpack there, guys. Great to hear that the Oilers are thinking about extensions for Ekholm, Wallman, and Kulak. We know Stan Bowman was saying there probably wouldn't be much of any change to the Oilers' defensive core, and if they're looking to get those guys on extensions, that's obviously the case there. Possibly even John Klingberg coming back. We know at this point Connor Brown is likely to hit the UFA market. Nothing really as of the last couple days on Corey Perry, so we'll see what happens there. We should obviously have more clarity later today and definitely by July 1st. So like I said, we'll see what happens there. For the goaltending, Stan Bowman saying the Oilers are continuing to evaluate it. We all know the market out there is just not great for goaltenders right now. A trade is probably the most likely thing for the Oilers to go for a solution, but even then, it'll depend on who's available. John Gibson, Joel Hofer, both off the market, so the Edmonton Oilers will have to look in different areas to find their goaltender if they do decide to ultimately make a change, but bringing Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard back for the Edmonton Oilers next season is not off the table. So we'll just have to keep monitoring things, guys. Like I said, there was a lot of information to unpack in that media availability on guys like Noah Philp, Tomasek. We're going to have a whole summer to dissect all that information, but just really curious at this point what the return is for Victor Arvidsson, what the Edmonton Oilers do in goal, and if the Oilers do indeed land Brock Besser on July 1st. That's one I'm particularly excited about at the current time. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said, yesterday was day 2 of the NHL draft, and the Oilers added some more prospects to the future. Let's quickly take a look at who they selected on day 2. Oilers Director of Amateur Scouting Rick Pracey said the Oilers were really pleased overall. It gets challenging having to wait 82 selections, but we had a plan. It's challenging when there are so many different variables involved, but we were able to get into an area of our list where we were comfortable. With their first pick of the 2025 NHL draft in the third round, the Oilers selected center Tommy Lafreniere from the Kamloops Blazers of the WHL. The 18-year-old right shot was born in Quebec, stands at 5'11" and weighs 170 pounds. Lafreniere produced 56 points, 24 goals, in 68 games with the Blazers during his first full junior season. The Oilers used their fourth-round selection in the 2025 NHL draft to select German prospect David Lewandowski from the WHL's Saskatoon Blades. Born in Germany, the 6'1", 176-pound left shot forward was ranked 51st on the NHL's Central Scouting list for North American skaters during his first WHL season with the Blades in 2024-2025, where he posted 39 points, including 15 goals in 52 games. After trading their 2026 fifth-round pick to the Nashville Predators to acquire the 131st selection in the 2025 draft, the Oilers stepped up and got their guy in defenseman Asher Barnett from the United States National Team Development Program. Barnett comes in at 6 feet, 194 pounds. In 2024-2025, he recorded 8 goals and 14 assists in 58 games. Barnett won bronze with Team USA at the U18 World Junior Championship, recording 6 points, 2 goals, and 4 assists in 7 games, while serving as captain. With their sixth-round selection, the Oilers took their first goalie of the draft by picking Finnish netminder Daniel Salonen. The 6'3", 185-pound right-catching goaltender had a terrific season in 2024-2025, finishing with a 23-1-0 record, with a .933 save percentage and a 1.55 goals against average, winning a championship and being named the league's best player and best goalie. And with their seventh-round pick, the Oilers selected Aiden Park of the USHL's Green Bay Gamblers. The 6'1", 188-pound California product was on hand in Los Angeles to get to come up to the stage, so a very cool moment for Park. Park recorded 33 goals and 33 assists for 66 points in 56 games with Green Bay this past season to finish 5th amongst all USHL skaters in scoring, while his 33 goals ranked 2nd. Well, those are the prospects that the Edmonton Oilers picked up yesterday at day 2 of the NHL draft, so a great day, I think, for the Edmonton Oilers. Rick Precy said he was really excited with who the Edmonton Oilers were able to get. We know the Oilers were limited with what they could select. They didn't have a pick until the third round. So given the circumstances, the Edmonton Oilers did very well. Really excited to hear about the future of Salonen there. He sounds like a fantastic young goaltender in particular. And we know goaltending is always a big subject here in oil country. So for now, that's all I got. So let me know your thoughts on the prospect picks, on what GM Stan Bowman had to say in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.